Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna be talking about Kim Kardashian West beauty. Let's all be really nice in the comments section because whenever I review anything that has the name Kardashian in it, you guys give me hell in the comments and I kind of can't win, but so many of you request for me to review these products because you know I'm gonna give you the real deal and we're just gonna sit down and do it anyway. I'm kind of in a no-win spot because if I love something, you guys are like,
oh yeah, she's sucking up to Kim Kardashian. Oh, look at Tati. She thinks she's gonna be BFFs with Kim. She wants her on her channel.
I don't have an agent or anything like that, so I know Kim's been on so many channels and a lot of you guys are like, why isn't she on yours? And just waiting for that invite. Probably because I talk crap about so many of the Kardashian products. Let's just get real. Kim Kardashian, whenever she does anything, it's big. And she decided to bring out makeup and the cream contour stick caused a circus on the internet. And I was a part of it. I mean, I reviewed it and I really enjoy the contour portion of it more so than anything else. If you look at my description box, no lie, you will see everything I am constantly using. So you can kind of go there and be like, oh, she really is into that foundation. Oh, Tarte Shape Tape, she's obsessed with that. Use something else, Tati. Because I try to list everything for you guys. And after I reviewed this product, I was using it over and over and over. And then I got to the point where I was like, dang, I'm like running out of it. Because that is the flaw in this cream contour duo is you don't get a lot and it is expensive, but the formula is A+. I 100% stand behind that. Please know whether something is sent to me, not sent to me, whether I'm offered a trip or a sponsored video, I don't care what it is. You cannot twist my arm to say that a product is good when I don't think it's good because I just don't really care. I think that all the opportunities that we get in the beauty community, they're awesome, but if I'm just being true, I really want to focus on making all the videos I make and give you guys good recommendations. And even if it's Kim Kardashian, I'm just not going to stray from that. So here we go. Full disclosure, I had a bit of a oh my goodness moment because I wound up somehow on the PR list and these 3 contour and highlight sets were sent to me. Like I was like, okay, I didn't ask for them, but they were sent to me. So I just want to let you guys know that. I'm very upfront about that always, but we're going to pro and con everything. So here's the scoop. You get 4 pans and each one of these powder contour highlight sets. You get a nice mirror, you get a lot of product. You actually get 7.25 grams in each pan, not bad. This is very travel friendly, it's sleek, elegant packaging. I love this color. It's like a pretty just nude and it's matte and I'm really drawn to the packaging. Okay, you open this up and on top you get 2 highlighters, you get a bronzer and a contour. Really you could kind of use either one of these all over. I mean, the bronzer tends to be very warm in all of the sets. You have the light, we have the medium, and we have the deep. Something I think is really cool is that they did come out with 3 different sets. You don't have one to choose from and that's it. You know, like with the Kat Von D Beauty, you just have this. And that's it. And you kind of have this to work from, whether you are fair or deep skinned. You don't have a set for each skin tone. So I love that. The price is up there. It's $52. You do get a brush. That's horrible. It's a horrible brush. We're going to talk about that. But compared to other contour face palettes, I don't think this is that outrageous, especially with how it does blend and how pigmented it is and how it wears on the skin. So let's talk about the horrible brush for a moment. She's mad at me now. This was me trying to be funny. I was like, oh look, I can be like everybody else who has Kim on their channel. Look, I like your powders. I hate your brush. Where do I even begin with this? You know, apparently it has this thing where you can like take it off and they're gonna have interchangeable, like the little sponge that came with the cream one. I just don't really get this. Personally, I don't like double-sided brushes. I feel like I ruin them when I stand them up, you know, straight in my little cup right here, which this is from a subscriber. Thank you, I love it. Now, the other thing I don't like about this is this shape for contour and highlight. I was really confused by this because it looks like something that you would put on foundation with. So when you go in with this very, you know, fluffy, wide brush to do either bronzer or, you know, sculpting out the cheekbones, you're gonna grab a ton of pigment. So you grab a ton and it's going to just kind of blend everywhere all at once, you try to blend out, you're gonna cover too much space. So I'm gonna drop in a clip of me doing that, and you will see on one side of my face, there's a lot of pigment. I'm able to blend it out because it is a very blendable powder, but there's so much pigment in here that it just does not go hand in hand with this brush. Now on the other side of my face, I used a favorite brush from NARS, a very fancy brush, but it really just lays down that color softly and I can build it up how I want. The other brush that I really loved using for all over bronzing is this one from Smashbox. Now this is actually a powder brush. I've been talking about this one way too much lately. I'm sorry, it just really works. But do we see just how like fluffed out this is? Like for bronzing, it just allows you to graze the area instead of going in and having like this harsh kind of situation. So for me, I don't understand this brush. Now also, if you're dipping between a more gray undertoned to warm toned, you know, matte powders to contour and bronze, and you're using one side, I think you're gonna end up looking really muddy. The highlight, you can kind of dip between highlights and it's like, oh, it's highlight, it's fine, whatever. But again, the size for a highlight, like look you guys. You kidding me? I'm dipping in there and I'm just gonna like, whoa, she is lost her mind. Like look at that, that's just too much, too much. I mean on the body, I guess that would be okay. Kim, what did you put in this? Kim Kardashian sexiness in a palette. I love this highlight, by the way. I don't care what anyone says. This highlight, freaking all over my body. It works even better if you use a little bit of setting spray on your brush. That's my favorite way to apply it. It's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter, very smooth and very pigmented, really metallic-y, blinding, but restrained. Like it's not an out of control, chunky, gonna exaggerate your pores type of a thing. It's just a very creamy highlight and I love it. So yeah, there's a lot to appreciate with these palettes. I do wish that they had a matte highlight and a shimmer highlight. If they had that in the layout, I would be like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Now, what I'm talking about is how Kat Von D has like the matte powders here that you can set underneath the eye. You can just kind of take a smaller brush, dab in there, go underneath the eye, brighten things up, tone down a bronzer, tone down a blush, and I love that kind of a powder on the face that's not translucent. And I wish there was something like that instead of a side-by-side highlight. That's just my preference. But overall, I don't think it's bad. And I will use it again and again. I just will. I'm just not a fan of the brush. And I feel like if they didn't bring out the brush, maybe they could have lowered the price a little bit and it just would have been a better situation altogether. I want to show you live swatches of the highlights really quickly, just so you can see, because I know that this was like a bit of a controversy with Kim swatching on her Snap. They swatch just fine. I mean, you don't want to just lightly grab and then pull. You want to like go like that and kind of give it a little bit of a blend. I think that's fair. These are powdery, but on the face they translate really nicely. It's not like they don't blend like other palettes. What's more to say? I like these more than I thought I would. Judging off of Kim's Snapchat, I was watching those swatches and I was like, oh, like, oh my God. Like it just looked very powdery and it almost looked like the color was really off. So I am very pleasantly surprised that on the face, these look gorgeous. I'm gonna keep using them. Check that description box below. And when you see me do Snap tutorials and you see me getting ready, you're gonna see that I am gonna keep this in rotation. My favorite is the light. I could use the medium, but I prefer these highlighters in here, and this is just a little more suited for my skin tone, but even me right now, I could use the medium. It's not too out of control, but keep in mind, these are very pigmented products. There we have it. There could be a few small improvements, but overall, I will keep this in rotation. You guys will see me using this again and again. It is a thumbs up from me. I hope they do kind of adjust some things in the future as far as the brush, maybe add a matte powder in there. But the packaging, the product itself, the wear time, it's great. I've worn this a few days now. I didn't just do a sit down first impression, but I also wanted to get this video up pretty quick for you. And that is that. There we have it. Leave nice comments and spread positivity across the internet. All right, I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.